russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. This is Black and White.
Harlem Heat's my favorite tag team of all. And again, I'm not saying that.
Now we're talking. Vince Russo. Did you hear that, Vince?
Do you know why Stevie never went to the WWE?
Why?
Tell him, Stevie. Tell him why you never went. It's important to this conversation. Tell him why you didn't go.
You know, it's certain things, I didn't want to talk about today, and I dare you.
Crying out loud.
I dare you to bring up my personal things. Don't you play no violin for me. No,
tell David why you never went there. Tell him, bro.
This is the real. He's 100% right. Because I told Vince, and I've told a few other people this too, people have always asked me, why didn't you go to WWF when your brother went up there? Well, firstly, the way the company ended, I had a real problem with. And I'm the kind of person that likes to study things. I like to look at things and see for what they were. Even professional wrestling, my mind is working like, what's behind certain things that I'm looking at? That's just how I'm built. I don't know why. But as I looked at the situation, the first thing came to me is like, if we went to WWE, first of all, and Vince knows this, I was trying to help. Well, I even got with Vince back in the day to help get my brother a singles push because I really wanted to work in the office. I was trying to further my career as being a person behind the scene. I thought that's where I kind of flourished a little bit more than just professional wrestling. And Vince is the one that put me behind the microphone to do commentary and be an analyst. Vince is the person that did that. And I didn't ask him to. Why? I don't know. But it is what it is. So I wanted to go in that direction. But once the company ended it and everything, I knew that was over with, having that desire to do that. And if I was going to go there and go back with my brother as a tag team, I knew Vince McMahon would turn us into a modern day what you see today. And I did not want people to see us in any other shape or form than what they had already seen us for the last 10 years, if that makes sense. I was never going to be a New Day. Mm-hmm. I was never going to be your step in and fetch it. Mm-hmm. It ain't no way I'm going to sit out here and let Triple H tell me the only thing I'm here for is to entertain you. You dig? That ain't happening. I'm never going to fight in a grocery store and act like I'm scared of a man. Right. Because I'm going to be honest with you, brother. Since I was a little bit boy, I ain't never been scared of nobody in my life. I don't even know what that feels like. Seriously. So, and I know how, the gimmicks they put on the African-American wrestlers, and I know I wouldn't be able to put up with it. I know I would have fucking lost my mind. Mm-hmm. So, and I even told my brother that. We had a conversation about it. I said, brother, you go do what you're doing. I can't do it. And then a couple of years later, they were talking to me through my brother, like coming in the door, and I was like, I told him, so let me think about it. And then I was like, no, I can't do it, bro.
And it's funny, David, because the Booker T that I worked with at WCW, and then the Booker T on WWE, bro, like Stevie said, and he's not my brother. Bro, we had a rough patch in our relationship, me and Stevie. Because Booker, used to tell people I was the brother he never had. And that, Stevie had a problem with that because me and Booker were tight like this.
He said you were the brother he never wanted.
He said I was the brother he never had. But David, I got to tell you, writing for Booker and then seeing what they did with him like at WWE, like I was looking at that like, bro, Booker ain't running from nobody. Like that's not who he is. And when you're around him, that's not who he is. And that's why I can appreciate what Stevie is saying, because you're going to get stereotyped into what Vince McMahon believes you
exactly. You're 100% right. You're 100% right.
I appreciate But what Stevie did, I appreciate that because Harlem, he wanted to preserve that legacy of Harlem Heat, and because they were the best tag team in WCW. They beat everybody. They beat the Sting and Lugers, the Steiner brothers. They fought the best and they beat the best, and they were real, and you can see that. And he wanted to preserve that legacy. So I don't blame you. For
I tell people, I said that meant something to me because you remember, Vince, when we first came in, tag team wrestling was very dormant. At that time, because all the guys from the 80s were pretty much gone. You know, like the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, the Road Warriors, Beautiful Bobby and those guys.
Midnight
Express, you know, and all those guys, because that's what made the 80s so much fun to me, watching these guys go ahead and have these crazy-ass matches and stuff like that. And then when we got to that level, we wanted to try to bring that back. You know, we want to try to bring that level of tag team where the tag teams were a good part of professional wrestling, not just two guys thrown together, real tag teams, if you know what I'm saying. So we really felt good about that we were part of that new page, a new chapter of 90s tag team stuff. So we were very, very proud of that. And that's something I tell people all the time. I go to my grave and say, I'm proud of being, you know, an intricate part of bringing back what used to be.
Yeah,
that made me feel good.